We have so much new information about the Xbox Scorpio that I think it is fair time to compare it directly to the PS4 Pro. And Bob, what's so special about Xbox Scorpio?
Let me tell you 2 words, 6 teraflops of pure power. But yes, it is a very, very high-powered machine. Obviously, it's going to be coming like more than a year or maybe a year after the PS4 Pro. And it's going to have a lot more going on under the hood. I can give you a lot of numbers. They don't mean anything to me other than that they're bigger than the other numbers, which is what's important here.
Higher numbers are important, but that's also the difference in price there too.
That's true.
We don't know the price exactly of the Scorpio, but conservative estimates were just based on what's inside of it, put it at kind of $500 or 450 pounds in the UK, which is a little more expensive than the PS4 Pro.
I can see it being almost $600, but on the plus side, it is sort of a gaming PC that Microsoft is building for you. And I want to assume that buying a PC would be a little pricier with those same specs.
That's true. I mean, if it is going to be the most powerful console around, and then on top of that, compared to the PS4 Pro, which is more like a half step just to get 4K working on its machine.
Yeah.
Also, I will admit that the PS4 Pro doesn't have as much of a library, seemingly, as the Project Scorpio will.
Well, the Project Scorpio, of course, is going to be backwards compatible with all Xbox One games and the 360 games that are compatible with Xbox One. And those Xbox One games are going to see a noticeable improvement in performance. So I think it's going to be 60 frames per second across the board. I'm sure there will be some exceptions, but I mean, that's what people want the most out of a game these days, just that smooth frame rate.
And especially on their 4K TVs.
Yes.
But there's also the question of the future of VR and
That's
how
right.
we'll be touching on it. I mean, the PS4 Pro, it already has a VR headset to go with it, and it runs much smoother on a PS4 Pro than it does on a PlayStation system. While meanwhile, we still don't even know what's going on with Xbox Scorpio as regarded to VR. Are they going to partner with one of the big VR companies already? Are they going to build their own Windows VR machine?
Yeah, I mean,
there's so much we don't know.
I see them getting a VR partnership at E3 or announcing it at E3. Whatever happens, it has to be better than PSVR, which is good and it works, but it still feels a little too cumbersome and not ready to be that simple VR solution. I feel like Xbox Scorpio is going to have a very more practical, less cumbersome VR solution.
So, should you wait on getting an Xbox Scorpio or should you get a PS4 Pro now? Bob and I have our own feelings about that, but if you have them, let us know on our many different accounts, Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff. Get Fandom, look it up, and we'll see you next time.